In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a person to the family tree on Family Search using a high school yearbook. So over here, I have the Moline High School in Illinois, which I pulled from archive.org, but you can pick the high school yearbook that you want to work with. And so I'm going to look for this person, Einar Ardal. So I come over to Ancestry, and I hit All Collections, and I'm just going to type in his name. So Einar Ardal, and then I'll type in the place, which is Moline, Illinois. Okay, and then I'll just guess the year. It's probably about 17 or 18, so I'll put that in. So here we go. So now we're seeing him in a couple census records. Notice he was living right there in Moline. And you want to check to see if there might be more than one person that could be the same. But notice here that we're seeing it looks like there's multiple records for this person, but that there's probably only one person that fits my category. So at this point then I'm just going to look at the census record. Now you could go from the census record because here you're going to have enough information to put this person on the family tree, or you can also hit Find Others, and maybe there'll be a good Ancestry public tree that you can use. So notice that this looks like our person right here. And the nice thing about this is then we have multiple sources attached. We have the names of parents, we have the death date, and other things. So now that we've found our person, what I'm going to do is just pull this over here to the right, and I'm going to open up a window. At this point, what we want to do is put our focus person on the family tree. The easiest way to do this is just to go to a person page and hit Recents. We're going to add an unconnected person. Okay, and then I'm just going to bring over the information from this public member tree. And I'm just going to pull in a little bit of the information because it's possible he's already on the tree. Many people are. And so notice that he is already on the tree. You can see that the information matches up really well. So instead of creating a new person, we're just going to view this person. So now we're on this page. And the great thing is at this point, I could add in a little bit more information. And you could basically add as much information as you want. But at this point now, I found the person I want. And so now you've basically linked the high school yearbook right here to this. And at this point, what I would do is probably maybe create a sheet where you could keep track of the people that you found. So a really easy way to do that is just set up a Google Doc, because this can be, now this is just however you want to organize your own project. But right here, I could set up my project to be like Moline High School 1920. And so here I just found Einar Ardal, and I'm going to put in his, and if you copy the PID from down here, it'll actually create a linkable URL. So notice that if I click on this, I can go to him at any point. Okay. So that's the part where now you could keep track of who you found from the yearbook on the family tree. Now the other thing you can do is on your computer, if you type in snip, there's a little snipping tool. And so if you're using a yearbook that's long enough ago that you won't have a copyright issue, you're going to be able to, and if you're pulling it from a public source, I got this from archive.org. I'm just going to file, save this to my desktop. It's Einar Ardal. And I tend to only do this if there's no picture already for this person. But notice that this person doesn't have a picture. And so then I can just come here and hit Add Portrait. And I'm going to upload a photo. And I just go to my desktop and I bring that picture. Okay, and then I can kind of move this over, maybe make it a little bit bigger. There we go. And there's probably ways I could get the image to be a little higher quality, but this is a good starting place. So there we go. And I could write in a little note about where I found this record. And if I have a URL for this, I could put that in as a source or as a memory. But really, like, all those kind of decisions are something you could make yourself. The main thing I wanted to show is that it is possible to take someone that you found in a high school yearbook, find them on the family tree or add them to the family tree, and then you can bring information over from the high school yearbook. Like in this case, maybe I'd want to take a picture of the little thing about him where he was in football and glee club. But that's pretty much it. I can show you let's just do one other example really quick. So again, let me just show you the Ancestry step again. So once we're back on Ancestry, and we can right here just back up. Okay, so if we hit Edit Search, okay, so over here now let's type in Elizabeth Babcock. Let's see, oops. You know what? I'm just going to go back to the beginning. Here we go, ancestry. Okay, and we're going to go search all collections. And we can type in Elizabeth. And then we just type in Des Moines, Illinois, and about 1904. And again, what we're hoping for is maybe that we'll find, so here you can actually see that it's Ancestry is pointing you to the exact same record. Now again, our first thing is just to make sure that we only have one Elizabeth Babcock in this place in this time. You can see there's 2 great matches right up there. You can see there's another Elizabeth Babcock. So we're gonna have to be a little careful, though they look like they're maybe the same record. I'm not sure why that's there twice. Here's another one a little earlier. So with this one, we'll have to be a little more careful. Though it looks like this one is almost certainly going to be the right person, kind of just the right age, 1904. And again, if we want, we can click here, see if she shows up any public member trees. And there she is. And so again, now that we have that information about her, we can pull this screen over here, come into Family Search, hit Recents, add unconnected person, and then basically bring that information over. And if she's already on the tree, then great, you found her. If not, then you can add her as an unconnected person. And then at that point, what I would do is I'd add in her parents, spouse, and other people, and branch out until you connect to the family tree. And then you can make a decision about whether you want to bring a photo over or other information from the yearbook. And you can also decide if you want to point a link back to the yearbook. Those are all decisions you can make. But yeah, we're grateful to show you kind of how to take a yearbook, information from a yearbook, and use it to help grow the family tree and help people discover that yearbook. So you can point them to those resources that are online.